Gather around, the candy man is here. Now what kind of candy you want? Sweet chocolate, chocolate malted candy, gumdrops, anything you want.
That's it. We got it.
Welcome back to today's video and happy Halloween. First, I am going to start by putting my hair up because it's a mess, girl. It's a mess. Then I'm going to prime my skin with a little bit of primer water and then conceal both eyelids with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. Then after I have blended that in, I'm going to set that with the Maybelline Fit Me powder. And then I'm going to apply some eyeshadow. You guessed it. I'm using the Life's a Drag palette from Lunar Beauty, taking this fabulous pink. I love this pink. It is so good. I use this palette pretty much every single colorful look. It's so good. I'm just going to blend this eyeshadow pretty far out and then go in with these eyeshadows from Lime Crime. This whole palette in itself is amazing. It is so good. So I'm blending that over top, and then right here I'm like having like a mid-filming crisis. And then I'm going to take this beautiful purple. Again, I was a little shook by the pigment. It's so very good. And then I'm going to just kind of blend that around a little bit and go back in with all the shades until the blend is there. And then I'm going to grab this matte white and put this on my inner corner. And that is it for eyeshadow. It's kind of pretty self-explanatory because, girl, the rest of this look is saying enough. You know what I mean? So then I'm going to prime my skin with a little bit of L'Oreal primer. And then I'm going to apply some foundation. Both are from Wet n Wild. One's a little too light, one's a little too dark. So I'm just going to mix them. And just like my last skull tutorial, I'm only putting foundation on the upper half because I don't need to waste foundation when I'm going to cover it up with a skull, you know? Then I'm going to conceal my under eye and then blend that in and set that with the same powder. Okay. Now I'm going to bronze. My last tutorial I did not do this, or my last skull tutorial, but this time I kind of wanted to. So I'm using a Morphe bronzer and then contouring a little bit with the Essence contouring powder. Then once I am happy with that, I'm going to apply some blush. This is from Anastasia, and this is like my favorite look because I got to go ham sandwich with my blush, and this was so fun for me. Then I'm going to highlight to the heavens. I was actually offended by my highlight. Are you ready, ma'am? Hello? Oh, offended. This is from Ofra. It is so good. Definitely, you know, a little intense for the everyday, but if you're into that, go for it. Now it's time for the sprinkle brows. Okay, I did this look I believe last year where I did sprinkle brows, and that's what happened the whole time I tried. They just busted. So you got to be very gentle, and I'm just popping these on with lash glue. Work a little bit at a time. If you know on a rainy day you want to do this look, here you go. I just alternated colors between the white, the pink, and the yellow. And that lash glue was in my brows for 5 days after this video. Oh, then I'm going to blend all the same eyeshadows on my lower lash line. Not too complicated. Then I took this Stila, I don't know what it is, a cream shadow, and if you can see right here, it decided to separate on me, which was just so not appreciated. So after I put lashes on, I had to cover that up because it totally separated. So I just put a giant gem on my inner corner. Problem solved. And then once I have that glued down, I just use lash glue because it's, you know, pretty safe for your eye area. So that's what I used. Then I'm just kind of fixing my lash band. And then right here, I wanted to show you, I tried to glue candy on my forehead. And although it did work, by the end of this tutorial, the whole family thought that it just didn't look right. But I wanted to show you me putting it on so that you weren't just so confused that 1 minute I don't have it and the next I do. So I'm just drawing this skull opening. Definitely not my favorite skull I've ever done, but I've only done 3, so you know. I'm not super happy with it, but I think it turned out okay. So I'm just kind of carving out the baseline of this opening with a purple eyeliner, then going in and shading it with the purples and pinks until I like it. Then I'm going in with this white cream face paint, water activated paint, sorry, and I'm just cleaning up the edges with this. I didn't know what I was doing with this look, in case you can't tell. So I'm just cleaning this area up, and then I went in and I took this pink again and decided to create another opening because I didn't want it to be white. I wanted there to be another opening, obviously. So I'm just drawing that in with that pink eyeshadow. If I were to redo these looks, I think I would just use eyeshadow and maybe very little eyeliner, because the eyeshadow is great. It blends on its own and it's just so much better. It gives a realistic look, I feel, instead of eyeliners and stuff that sticks. Anyway, I am just shading in this lower bit because this is meant to be like the skull. So I'm just taking purples and all different shades, and then I decided the white was a little too white, so I took that blush and just shaded it in a little bit so that it wasn't bone white, it was a little more pink. Then I'm just going back in, I'm shading. This is kind of self-explanatory, but I'm still trying over here. I'm trying. So then I am creating these teeth. I'm just using the white water activated paint, and again the teeth kind of separate a little bit, but that's okay, no big deal. I am just shading in the teeth a little bit and the opening once again, and then I'm creating the nose. For this nose, I pretty much did it like I did my last one, except I used eyeshadow for this because I decided kind of right here in the look that I liked the shadow more. So I am just drawing that in. I'm out of focus. Now we're back. And I'm just creating this pointed nose. And then I'm going to fill it in, obviously, with different shades of pink and purple to give it a little bit of depth and, I don't know, give it some dimension so that it doesn't look stupid. Then I'm applying more blush. That's what I'm talking about. And obviously you can tell I got rid of the candy on my forehead and shaded my forehead pink. So there's that. Then I'm applying a teal blue eyeliner to my waterline, a little bit of lower lash mascara, and I'm just touching up that white because you can see it yeeted off my face. Then I'm like, is this it? This is it. So I really hope you enjoyed this look. I hope you have a great Halloween, and I hope to see you in my next one.